Hello class, I hope things are going well for you. I hope you're enjoying the course and the book and getting a lot out of it. I hope you have found at this point that a logic course like this is very important. You will pick up lifelong skills that cross-apply from the private life to the public life, from academic to non-academic circles. All right, I would like to discuss homework. Some of you are submitting homework in the comments field. Please stop doing that. Reserve comments for kind words of praise, for example, or let's say a poem to philosophia, something like that, or even criticism, to be frank with you. All right, please submit the homework under the submission link, which is number 2. When you open the homework window, you will see number 1, that's information, number 2, assignment submission. To the right of that, you will see write submission. Click on that and write in that field or cut and paste into that field. Please don't send me homework in the comments box or in any kind of Mac or some kind of form that I might have trouble opening in terms of a file form. All right, the homework and the posts. Some of you are thinking that deduction is not about opinion, but induction is, or that deduction is about hard, cold fact, whereas induction is about feeling, things like this. That's all fundamentally incorrect. The difference between deduction and induction comes down to the patterning, the form, the type of argument. Whether or not the premises can achieve maximal connection. If it's possible, if an argument has the potential to achieve maximal connection, maximal link between premise and conclusion, it's deductive. If it cannot achieve that, it's non-deductive. All right, so let me show you an example of a classic deductive type argument. Here we go. I'm using very sophisticated technology here, paper and pencil. This is a classic valid deductive argument, very famous type of deductive argument. Here's why it's deductive. This is the type of argument that would allow, it's possible, it has the potential to achieve maximal connection between premises and conclusion. And in fact, this one has achieved that maximal connection. That's why it's called valid. What does that mean? It means this: given this argument form, this pattern, if you pump in truth, you're guaranteed absolutely to get true output. It's not likely or probable that the outcome is true if you put in truth. It's guaranteed. That's a valid argument. If you pump in truth here, you're guaranteed to get a true output here. Now, that doesn't mean you actually will pump in truth. Consider somebody like Hitler. He is notorious, he writes about this in Mein Kampf. He is notorious for using valid patterns of deductive argumentation and filling them intentionally with lies. But the patterns are still valid. That's why we're going to use a technical language coming up this week of soundness and unsound. A valid argument is an argument that is deductive, has correct logical form, and if you pump in truth, you're guaranteed to get a true output. Notice, if you pump in truth, there's no guarantee that people will pump in truth into great forms like this. Nonetheless, the form remains great. This argument is valid before Hitler used it and filled it with lies, and it's valid today. Think of it that way. I hope that helps. All right. Inductive arguments, think of them this way. It's moving from a sample to some kind of target outside of that sample. And so since induction involves expansion from a data set, there's no way you're going to get an absolute guaranteed link between premises and conclusion. So here's a classic inductive argument. Let's say you encounter 10 chihuahuas and they behave in a certain way. From that sample, you draw an inference about what's likely to occur the next time you encounter a chihuahua. That's classic induction, sample to population, where you make a generalization or some kind of a prediction or both. All right, note with an argument like that, since you've gone beyond the data set and you're going outside of it, there's no way you're going to get an absolute maximal connection between premises and conclusion. I hope that helps. All right, I think that's enough for now. Further language about strength and weakness, cogency, and all that we can discuss as we move through the week. Perhaps next week I'll present a more extensive video. If this helps, let me know regarding the technical vocabulary we're going to pick up now, which is extremely important. These next few chapters are going to go throughout the entire course. You'll see this stuff on the midterm, on the final. So please, let's get this stuff down, and we'll be in contact soon. Take care. Until next time.